Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to take a look at the Communicator here from Star Trek Original Series. Made in good old 1990, I can't even read that, 1994. And I bought this from the seller, said it wasn't working. So this is a Playmates version, so it's pretty kid friendly. It's got like a lenticular, I think they call that, sticker. Then we've got green LED, red LED, so I don't think that one actually lights up. So we've got two clicky clacky buttons here, and then we've got two on the side. Okay, let's put some batteries in this thing. First we're going to check out the terminals. So yeah, that looks pretty good. So there's nothing wrong in terms of the connections. Okay, so two screws on the back I can see there. I think there was there two in the compartment? Oh yeah, so we might have to go in there in a second. So let's test these buttons out, see what's going on. Okay, so nothing at all on the green, nothing on the red. So this could be just a case of cleaning out the switches. So it's got the little plastic, this thing doesn't automatically open. It's got like a, I guess that's just like chrome gold. So see that over time the paint is sort of broken down there. Probably on the inside too, yeah, a little bit there as well. But overall, just really needs a clean. I feel like this is kind of close to the actual original size. So somewhat collector friendly, I think. A little bit cheaper, I think, than the Diamond Select stuff, but so let's just open this thing up, see what we got. So standard Phillips head screws in here, which is nice. Always like it when the manufacturers do just a simple Phillips head screw, which makes it really good too, because if you actually lose these screws, you know, you can just find something similar to fit in there. It's no big deal. Might just got to open up maybe, or okay, really solid little hook here that you can put on your belt. Really good that they've made that part strong, because I imagine a lot of kids would just be putting these on their belts and sort of running around everywhere. And so good on Playmates for addressing that one. So if we open this up, we can see I can already see there's dust all over this thing in the inside. Put this in the view here. So you might just zoom in a bit. So I'm just going to use a brush here and clean all this up. Really solid, two screws into that one to hold that hook section. So we can come a little bit closer here to the camera. You can see this sort of gunk here that's over the top of that little peg there, which is the one that pushes against the circuit board. I'm going to guess the other ones like that as well. Yeah, that one as well. Okay, so let's see if I can zoom in pretty close here without it losing focus. Captain tape or something maybe over the top of that, but you can see there's a heap of just dust, and I think there's even like a little bit of hair in there as well. It's really important when you're using any type of sprays or anything close to speakers. This can be a problem because these are paper cones, and if you get water on them you can destroy the cones. So I'm going to use some cotton tips. So if we take a look at this circuit board and have a look at this pad here. Now underneath this pad there's actually one, I guess, filament there, and then there's 3 more on the outer parts of the pad. Then you've got these 2 little stems that come out, and they fit into these little holes that are on the circuit board. So what I ended up doing was I removed this top pad here, and underneath, and I actually got a screwdriver here. I've got a flathead screwdriver. Just scratched out all those filament sections. And the reason why I've done that is because on this pad here, when you press this, it's all like it has a little spring inside of it, but it's all working off the concave of the actual pad itself. There's a little, I guess, a nib that's on the inside of this pad here, and then that touches that filament section on the board. Basically scraping everything out with the screwdriver, and then I ended up using 99% IPA, just cleaning it, and then you can refit the pad. When you put the pad back on, what I end up doing, because I've scraped out those filament parts there, you can actually solder. You couldn't solder before because it had like a kind of like a film over the top. What I did was just put a little bit of solder on each of those 3 points. I then went ahead and used a hot glue gun, and you can see the nozzle's really big on this glue gun, so it's really hard to use. So I just used a little toothpick or something like that, and what I did was ended up just taking a bit of the glue and then just sort of smearing it up here across this section here, just to lock this pad in place. So if we have a look now, so much better, and that's pretty much the process that I went through to clean it out. So unfortunately the board does get dirt underneath those pads, and does get a film on there, so it's really important that you want to scrape that stuff off and then clean it with the IPA. That's sort of a 2-step process there that I did. Yeah, so same thing again here on these switches. On the other side of these switches you'll see there's 2 pads. I did exactly the same thing. I think at this stage we can sort of put this thing back together. I imagine that it's probably going to get dirty again or dusty again, but I mean, this was 1994, so I mean, if kids were playing with this, I mean, it could have been playing it outside in the yard or whatever. So I mean, this thing's probably had a lot of wear and tear. So you may have wires that snap. I actually had the red power wire here snap. So that's just part and parcel, I guess, of these type of toys. And you can absolutely go ahead and replace those with silicone wiring. So I'm going to put this back together, but that's just a quick outline of what I did here. And like I said, I didn't really want to show the whole video because there's a lot of mucking around. Let's put this thing back together and test it out. So we've got the red button here, which is functioning much better now. Yep, that's looking good. It's more of the same really with these toys I keep seeing. It's pretty much just a case of just dust build up. Switches, sometimes just packing it in, or sometimes you get broken wires. There was a capacitor on there, if you noticed as well. I didn't check that, but it seems to be functioning, so I'm not going to go back in there. I'm just going to end up making a stand for this one, and you'll be able to find those stands listed up on my eBay store. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. I'll see you on the next project.